What if I told you that money is not what you think it is? That chasing paper currency might be the reason why you're struggling financially. Sounds crazy, right? Stay with me because today I'm going to show you the hidden truth about money that the wealthy understand, but the masses ignore. Welcome to Cash Empire Revolution. I am your host, Coach Blessing, and today we are diving into the second level of money evolution. If you have been following up, in my last video, we uncovered how the first level of money evolution was all about survival, hunting, and gathering. Please, you can go back and watch the video and you will be really inspired. In those era, people relied on their energy and skill to hunt and feed themselves. But then, something changed, something very big. Humanity made a discovery that will redefine wealth forever. They realized that land itself had value. And with this realization, the era of farming was born. So there was a shift from hunting to farming. And the lesson about wealth transfer came to exist. Imagine a hunter in ancient or primitive times. He is strong, fast, and skilled. Every day, he runs into the forest with his spear, chasing animals for food. He believed that his power is his ability to hunt. But then, one day, he sees his neighbor doing something different. His neighbor is not running, sweating, or fighting with wild animals. Instead, he's planting seeds in the ground. Months later, his neighbor had abundance of food, while the hunter still has to chase his next meal every single day. What is the moral of the story? The moral is that those who realize the power of ownership move to the next level of wealth. The hunters who refused to evolve into farmers became obsolete, struggling to survive. So what is the lesson here? The lesson here is this: if you don't upgrade your mindset about money, you will be left behind. But I do not want you to be left behind. And that is why my channel, Cash Empire Evolution, is out to help you upgrade so that you will not be left behind. Let's continue. As farming grew, something happened. People started claiming lands as their own. The bigger your farm, the richer you become. And this system of land ownership gave birth to the class system. In this class system, some people owned vast lands, while others became laborers working on those lands. Even today, the same system exists. Most people don't own land, they work for those who do. This same land system gave birth to the rise of real estate. Have you ever wondered why land is owned by royals and governments? The term real estate literally comes from royal estate. To this day, wealth is tied to land ownership just as it was centuries ago. The same land ownership system brought about polygamy as economic strategy. In polygamy as economic strategy, the bigger the farm, the more workers people needed, and for this reason, men started marrying multiple wives so as to have more children who could work on the lands. It was not even about love, it was about business, pure business. Today, some still practice polygamy as if it is an asset building strategy. But in this information age, this outdated mindset does more harm than good. Did you hear what I said? This same land ownership system gave birth to slave trade and labor economy. So when polygamy couldn't produce enough workers at their thought, the elite created the slave trade. They realized that they could buy human labor. But here is the truth: slavery never truly ended, it only changed form. Today, millions of people are trapped in financial slavery, working endlessly for a paycheck, while the elite controls the resources. Take a deep breath and reflect on this. Are you working to own something, or you are just selling your time and energy for survival? Think about it. The next evolution was trade by barter. Because as farming flourished, people realized they were producing more than they needed. And so, that's when trade by barter was born. So instead of hunting or farming only for survival, they exchange their surplus for other valuable things. Imagine you have a farm full of yams, but you need rice. You find someone with rice who needs yams, and you exchange. No cash, no checkbook, no credit card, just value for value. At this stage, it is wise to say that land could be exchanged for goods. Goods could be exchanged for slaves. Services could be exchanged for property. This is where many people mix it today. So instead of focusing on paper money, you should be focusing on what you have that is valuable. The big lesson: what you need is not money. My people, you don't need money to buy a car. You need a car. You don't need money to rent a house. You need a house. And you don't need money to start a business. You need a business opportunity. This may sound confusing, right? It only sounds confusing to you because of your mindset about money. Let me tell you a true life story. A poor peasant farmer found himself in a legal battle over his small piece of land. He was desperate and unable to afford the high legal fees. He thought about what to do, and then he approached a lawyer for help. The lawyer, seeing the farmer's sincerity and struggles, agreed to take on the case. But there was one problem. The farmer thought within himself, I don't have money to pay. So the farmer made an unusual offer to the lawyer. He said, I don't have cash to pay you, but I can give you a small piece of my land as payment. The lawyer thought of it for a moment. To many, a peasant's land might not seem like much, but he understood the power of value. So instead of rejecting the offer, he accepted it. He fought the case, won, and the farmer kept the rest of his land after fulfilling his promise, after giving some part to the lawyer. Few years later, the value of the land skyrocketed. That small piece of land, which had been nothing more than dirt and grass at that time, became prime real estate. So what was once just a piece of land was now worth millions. What do we learn from this story, or what do we understand in this story? What is the moral of the story? The moral is that we often chase after cash, forgetting that true wealth lies in what holds value over time. Instead of always looking for money, start looking for assets, opportunities, and ways to exchange what you have for something greater. Another true life story. One of my brothers once exchanged his old car for a plot of land. Today, the land is worth 10 times what the car was worth. He didn't need money, he needed an asset. See, I have shared this mindset shift with hundreds of people, and the results are mind-blowing. Some have gotten houses on account of exchanging their values. Others have gotten cars for services they rendered. And some have secured land without paying a dime in cash. The challenge now is start thinking in terms of value, not cash. Ask yourself, what skill do I have that I can trade? What asset do I already own that can open doors? What connections do I have that can create opportunities? Stop saying, I need cash to buy this, I need cash to buy that. Instead, ask, How can I get this without cash? How can I get that without cash? Once you shift your mindset, you will start seeing opportunities everywhere. Remember, this is Cash Empire Revolution, and I am here to challenge you to unlock your financial potential. And also remember that money has evolved over time, and those who understand the evolution adapt and prosper. So if you're still stuck thinking only in terms of cash, you're missing out on the wealth building strategies that the rich use. Do you know that the same way hunters who refused to evolve into farmers became extinct, those who refuse to change their mindset about money today will struggle financially? Drop a comment. What do you have right now that you can use to get what you need? Share this video with a friend who needs to hear this, and subscribe to Cash Empire Revolution. And stay tuned for the next episode where we uncover even deeper secrets about money evolution. Until next time, keep evolving and keep winning.